No one knew what to expect when the World Bank became the first international financial institution to create an independent accountability mechanism to investigate community complaints of harm caused by development projects.
We were absolutely unprecedented. I mean, there was no example in any other international institution.
The Inspection Panel, 25 years of accountability at the World Bank. The Inspection Panel was established at a time when the World Bank faced intense criticism from sources, both external and internal.
Well, it all started with a big bang, and that big bang, happened many thousands of miles away from here in India, with the huge protests surrounding the Narmada Dam.
This was a breakthrough in allowing citizens to have direct access to the highest levels of the institution and not to have to be heard only through their governments.
But that meant there was no model to follow in 1993 when the World Bank's Board of Executive Directors approved a resolution establishing the Inspection Panel. The panel had to establish itself within the World Bank, where some were understandably wary.
There were definitely questions that staff had about what the creation of the panel would mean for the relation that the bank had with borrowers and how it might affect the ability for projects to achieve their objectives.
There was quite some time taken to establish a balance for a new mechanism. You were coming into a bank which had established mechanisms and you were trying to change them.
The panel's first case arrived in October 1994, involving a hydroelectric project in Nepal. Since then, there have been more than 125 cases from over 50 countries on an increasingly wide range of issues: consultation, project supervision, involuntary resettlement, indigenous peoples, labor, and most recently, gender-based violence. Along the way, the Inspection Panel has built several legacies. It has served as a prototype for multilateral development banks and bilateral organizations to hold themselves accountable. Today, there are nearly 20 other similar mechanisms, all modeled in some way on the World Bank's pioneering effort. The panel also has prompted positive change at the World Bank.
Once we receive a complaint from an affected community, we bring the issue to the attention of the highest levels of the World Bank. Both the board and senior management takes these issues very seriously, and by engaging with all parties, we do our best to address the harm suffered by the communities.
The people that are affected are coming up to the financial institution to complain and to make them accountable for what they're doing. But also this was helping the other side of accountability, top-down, by making the executive directors aware of what was going on in the field.
For us at the board, it's good to know that we have a source of parallel information, of warning.
The inspection panel, of course, is there to stand up for people who feel that they have been harmed, first and foremost. But over time, there are lessons learned, and being able to integrate learning is actually the huge impact that the panel has on development, not just on the bank, on development.
The legacy of the inspection panel goes way beyond the cases. I think the institutional learning and the fact that the World Bank is much more credible because it is accountable to people is critical to make the bank stronger.
A quarter century on, the Inspection Panel's core mission, giving voice to the most vulnerable, has become its most enduring legacy.
The panel process has resulted in a lot of concrete improvements, and people's lives have been improved on the ground, communities' lives have been improved, projects have been improved, people have been compensated. Probably, I would say, lives have been saved.
The inspection panel restored hope for the people and also empowered them to be able to speak about the wrongs and also find solutions for them.
Over and over again, regardless of the country, regardless of the language, we heard people who came to us who said, "We've come to you, we have little, and we fear that what we have is about to be taken away from us. We are maybe putting our own lives at risk, but you are our only hope." And that's a very powerful statement, and it deserves to be treated as such, and it deserves utmost respect.
So, as the world of development and the World Bank's role in it changes, as it naturally will, what will be the inspection panel's legacy in the next 25 years?
We don't know exactly how and to what degree the panel's role will change, but we do know that for a quarter century, the panel has given those who potentially have suffered harm from bank finance projects a way to have their claims heard. It's also given us a way to hear the voices of those that we most need to hear. That's helped us become better at the essential work we do to improve the lives of the world's poorest people. I'm certain that the panel will continue to help us hear those voices and improve how we serve our clients in the years and decades to come.